This podcast is brought to you by the Mice Pod. Mice Pod at micechat.com and micepod.com.
Greetings, Universal Orlando fans. It's time for the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast.
Hello, and welcome to episode 12 of the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast with me, your host Lee, and with me is my beautiful wife, Tracy.
Oh, is it time for your eyesight test again?
Whatever.
Hello, everyone.
And also, joining us from the Sunshine State in the US of A is Hunter.
Greeting.
You're not supposed to read exactly what I've put.
Okay, fine. Parentheses.
I can just imagine him doing like a Vulcan Spock thing, going greeting. Yeah.
Hi guys, how are you?
Not so bad. You?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good.
Good.
So, last show went down well again?
Yep, we even had to upgrade the Podbean account again.
Unfortunately, it appears we've become victims of our own success. But thanks to everyone who's continuing to listen, and welcome aboard to our new listeners.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, we can't put into words how much we appreciate everyone's support. And remember, without you guys, we're nothing. Now, as we've had to use the podcast coffers in its entirety due to the upgrade, if any of you lovely listeners find you have a few spare pounds or dollars, then we've got a donation button on the Podbean account. It will be spent wisely. Now, I don't know about Lee and Hunter, but I need cake to be creative. If that's not responsible, then I don't know what is.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind a bit of cake, but no, seriously, you know, if anybody wants to donate, and just go over there and click whatever amount, it doesn't matter, and it'll all go straight back into the podcast.
Yeah, it just helps to keep us
Seriously, I'm not 21 yet, and I need a fake ID.
Come on, people, let's get that ID sorted.
Do it for the kids.
He needs to be able to go into whatever the over 21 bit in City Walk is. That's what it is.
Oh, yeah, that's exactly why I need it.
Go on then, you two, let everyone know what's on this show.
We will start with the show news, as we always do.
Yep, and then we have a trip report with Sean Cassamento.
We will then discuss the 5 top tips for the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, as posted on The Traveled blog.
And then we'll finish with a few emails and ways to keep in touch with us at the podcast.
Great. Right, let's start off another show. Right, so Hunter, do you want to kick us off with the first news story for this show?
Sure, even though it pains me a little to read, actually. Despite popular belief, I quite enjoy Disney just as much as Universal, but Universal does have a slight edge. I know, blasphemy, right?
I do believe I posted on your Facebook status the other day, traitor.
Yeah,
It's
like
not really.
I was, a few people who follow me on Twitter and Facebook know I was in the animal kingdom, so I try to vary my time around the Universal parks.
Oh, yeah.
No, Universal, Orlando parks.
Yeah.
But anyways, our next big story is Disney D23 has no major announcements.
Well, but I think a lot of people were disappointed after the last one of the huge announcements they made.
It was massive. And then, like, especially since they didn't do one, like, I think they did a small event in 2010.
Destination Disney, wasn't it?
Yeah, but it wasn't the major convention. So I'm sure a lot of people were very disappointed.
Yeah.
So there was a lot going on that year. And unlike this year, no major announcements. So I know a lot of Universal fans were hoping for a huge announcement that would force Universal Orlando's hand to finally announce the much-awaited Wizarding World expansion. But that didn't happen. And as we know, the Fantasyland expansion just isn't going to do that.
No.
So the only thing that came out of the expo was that Disney had talks about incorporating the Marvel characters into the parks. But for the time being, the Marvel-themed rides at Universal would remain where they are, unaffected by the Disney purchase.
Well, that to me is at least, it's quite a good announcement, at least, that, you know, Spider-Man's going to stay where it is for at least the foreseeable future.
Well, that makes me glad. You know, I don't think they'd be putting money into Spider-Man if it's going to go.
No, but then as we've discussed previously, are they upgrading the digital the projectors and stuff purely to make it easier for them to switch it out eventually if it does happen.
Well, just future-proofing themselves, aren't they?
Well, do you think that they would have to tear down everything to replace it with Transformers, wouldn't they? Because that would be a different track and everything as well, right?
I will be honest, and Tracy will back me up here.
I'm here.
I don't think Transformers is what's going to be going in there.
It'd be a shame. Well, hopefully they'll use the same technology to ride that similar to that, because that's all they have, you know?
I don't want to say anything, but Jim Hill actually told us what Universal want to go in that area.
Oh, yes, he did.
I'm quite interested in knowing what this is now.
I'll tell you after we've finished recording.
Okay, then.
Right, Tracy, we're kind of scrabbling around for news this month, so we decided to come up with a little something different, didn't we? So
We did. So we have this month in history. Now we're just going to backtrack a little. It's not quite this month, but as soon as we didn't do this last month, we thought that this one was worth a mention. On August the 19th, 2009, Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket opened.
I say there,
officially.
We've just been discussing it, haven't we? I can't believe it had only been open 2 months when we went last.
I know.
You guys got Bran. What were the waits like?
It was
Horrendous.
never less than 45 minutes.
Never less.
No.
Okay. See, because I know a lot of people were planning on just waiting until the Wizarding World opened the following year before they visited, and Rip Ride Rocket was just something that no one planned a special trip for Rip Ride Rocket, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Now on to September, the actual month in history. On September the 2nd, 1999, Hercules and Xena, Wizards of the Screen closed.
I've never even heard of that. Heard of it, Hunter? No? I mean, obviously know it was Xena and...
Of the attraction?
Yeah.
Yes, I've heard of it. What building did that used to be in?
I don't know. I was actually just going to ask you if you knew.
So the attraction basically was a live show demonstrating production of Hercules and Xena Warrior Princess. The live action show, which also featured members of the audience and fighting stunt performers, it was similar to the Murder, She Wrote Mystery Theater, which had previously occupied the attraction soundstage building. It closed about 2 years later. On September 2nd.
All right, it's now where Donkey's photo finishes.
All right.
Stage 54.
Seriously, they turned that into kind of a meet and greet?
Yeah.
A stable?
Which we've still never actually done.
No.
He's quite interesting. I've walked by and listened to him before.
Next one. In 2003, on September the 4th, the Wild Wild West Stunt Show closed. Again, not one I've done.
No, Hunter, isn't that where Fear Factor is now?
That's where Fear Factor is now.
Yeah. I think that could have been quite good. We've seen one at Portaventura, isn't it? When they owned by probably, yeah.
Stunt shows always go down well, I find.
I like them. I like stuff like that.
Yeah. So moving on. On September the 8th, 2002, Confrontation closed in a closing ceremony. The loss of the attraction caused much controversy amongst fans of the park.
Now, that was what Jim Hill told us, they were trying to do it with the animation where he came out, King Kong and the big roar, and then put his work civvies on and walked away.
Yeah.
And they never got it in time, did they? That would have been
That's
cool.
a shame, isn't it? Yes. Now, on September the 9th, 2008, the Boneyard closed.
Hunter, are you aware of the Boneyard?
The Boneyard was located in the Production Central.
It's where the Hollywood Bowl stage is now, I do believe.
Yeah, well, this included props from Jurassic Park, Waterworld, Back to the Future, and Ben-Hur.
See, I don't ever remember seeing that, but it must have been there when we went in 2004 and 2005, but I don't ever remember seeing anything.
2004, a lot of that was hidden because of Halloween Horror Nights.
Halloween Horror Nights, you're right,
because
it probably was.
There was the Midway Carnival was in there.
Is that where it was?
Yeah, Halloween Horror Nights, that building was used to hold some houses and concerts, apparently. It was removed on September 8th, 2008 to make way for the Universal Music Plaza stage.
September 9th.
Which is right in front of Rip Ride Rocket, correct?
Yeah.
Now, on September the 30th in 1990, Jaws shut down due to persistent major technical problems. Now, during the shutdown, Universal sued the original design of the Jaws ride, as Hunter mentioned in his Jaws Fact Hunter.
It did, which was on episode... Anyone want to give me an idea?
Wasn't it 9?
Yeah.
Yeah, because the last episode was 11.
Yes, it would have been
10,
2
and then
before that
9,
one.
yeah.
You're right, it will have
It's
been.
episode 9.
Yeah, like as I said in that segment, that they actually went, like Tracy just said, they went and sued that company. I know one instance that I heard about online was that Steven Spielberg was stuck on the attraction for 5 hours with his family. I think, I believe that was opening day, actually. So, but in the process, we lost some neat features, and it would have been cool to keep them if they actually worked.
We did, yes, but if anybody wants to find out what those cool little features were and haven't heard it yet, go back and have a listen to episode 9 for Hunter's first Fact Hunter segment on Jaws.
Yes, and that's it for this month in history this time.
It is. I think we should keep this segment. I quite like it.
I do as well.
I do too.
Yay, unanimous.
Right, so our next news story is Universal's miniature golf courses to mix humour and horrors. So construction continues on the miniature golf courses at Universal City Walk, but we have new details on Universal Orlando's Hollywood Drive-In Golf, which is scheduled to open in early 2012 with 36 B-movie themed holes.
Sounds good.
The attraction is strategically placed right after the moving sidewalks from the Universal parking garage, which is a brilliant idea because people are going to walk and they're going to see it instantly,
Yes.
aren't they? So guests will be able to look down onto both courses. The one seen on the right-hand side, which is the Cineplex side, will be called Invaders from the Planet Put and will represent science fiction flicks, and on the left-hand side, or the Bubba Gump restaurant side, will be The Haunting of Ghostly Greens with a horror movie theme. So each will be built around a 40-foot icon. So the Planet Put one will be a 40-foot robot, and the haunted house, the Ghostly Greens one will be a 40-foot haunted house. So Dale Mason, who's part of the Universal creative team behind the golf courses, said there's kind of an overall goofy mid-century modern architectural style to it, but very playful. There's a lot of humour in the courses. So he says we've created 2 new characters on the courses that are sort of our mascots. On the sci-fi side, we have a character called Put, whose head is shaped like a golf ball and he has a single eye.
Oh, that's original.
Mike Wazowski, anyone?
Yeah.
He's the invader who's coming to take us back to his planet, and there will be a ghost character also with a ball-shaped head named Whiff on the haunted side. So storylines have been integrated into the courses. On the Planet Put side, golfers will see crop circles, Area 51, and a hole that leads into a spaceship. You exit the spaceship on the alien planet, so the last 3 or 4 holes of the sci-fi side are all played on an alien planet, Mason says. You realise you're there for lunch. Unfortunately, you're the lunch. The entrance to both courses will be on the plaza level near the actual City Walk movie theatres. Planet Put will quickly veer beneath the moving sidewalks and be located primarily on the Bubba Gump side. Ghostly Greens will go along the theatre side, heading toward the valet parking, but also curve under the sidewalks. We have some dark and spooky areas down there, Mason says.
Well, that's just contradicted itself, because earlier on it's just said the Cineplex side of the Planet Put, the Gump side of the Ghostly Greens, and then they've switched it round.
Well, apparently it sounds like there's going to be one entrance, and then
it says one entrance. The entrance to both courses will be on the plaza side.
Yeah, but then it says Planet Put will quickly veer beneath the moving sidewalks and be located primarily on the Bubba Gump side.
I'm only reading what it says.
Yeah,
anyway,
and up there it says
whatever.
I like the idea that this is going to be a new thing. You're not going to be able to see the entire course.
Yeah, it's going to give you
by
enough
looking
of a
at it.
taster to get you excited.
Yeah.
Especially that icon. I mean, the haunted house, I'm not sure how that would fit in with the way City Walk looks, but it's going to be cool.
Oh, it sounds
regardless,
awesome.
I'm sure.
So, yeah, they've said other notes about the Hollywood Drive-In Golf at Universal Orlando. I can't think what his first name is. Florel, the guy who's behind it, says that the hope is that patrons will linger longer at Universal Orlando. He said, we're always looking for new things that will add to the multiple choices that we have at City Walk. We are focusing on doing things that encompass the entire day and into the evening. They also said that beer and adult beverages will be available for those of a legal age.
See, that I don't like. You
Yes,
get idiots
I'm
when
not
there's
happy
alcohol
about
involved.
that, but-
Especially when you've got kids.
Yeah.
See? Fake ID.
Yeah, okay. That's a bit of a strange one, that, though. Do you not think,
Responsibility.
Hunter?
Do what now?
Do you not think...
It is a bit of a strange, because it seems like they were aiming for a family theme here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, even with the haunted house, I was, being the wuss I am, I'm like, the haunted house golf course might be too scary. But, no, apparently they're going for more of a... When they say goofy and haunted, I instantly get an image of, the Haunted Mansion.
Yeah.
So if they're aiming for that sort of style, I'll be first in line. Yeah. But this adult beverages and beer and stuff kind of take away from the family theming for me a bit.
It's a bit weird, isn't it? Yeah, I kind of not sure.
Well, maybe I know at most locations at inside the actual parks, it's like limit one beverage per ID. So
yeah, I suppose if you think about it, the courses, they're not going to have stations all through the course, are they? And they're not going to let people go, right, I've got 18 holes to get through, stick us 6 bottles in my back pocket and off we go.
Yes, but how many are they going to have before they go in?
Yeah, but that's the same as anywhere,
yeah,
Tracy. Anybody can do that and go and get a taxi down onto I-Drive and go and play golf.
Yes,
well,
I suppose.
I have a question for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Alcohol plays quite a prevalent role in the Halloween Horror Nights. But are you fine with that because it's for a older age audience?
Yeah, I don't. It didn't affect when we were there. It's not something that we noticed. There was people like rolling round drunk or anything.
I think I've just got to the age where getting absolutely drunk out of my mind. Yeah, it's just it's not big and it's not clever, and people just get obnoxious when they've had too much to drink. So.
Anyway.
Yeah, sorry.
So they've also said the official signage, which will feature a golf club, a ball and a movie marquee, will be even taller than the course's marauding robot and haunted house icons. Mason says it fits in really nice with all the vertical signage we've got going on in City Walk. And the last little bit was, but what about traffic tooling along... Tooling, I love that. But what about traffic tooling along on Universal
Traffic's
Boulevard?
a tool.
With golf balls flying nearby? Fear not, Mason says. The course has been designed so that the greens run parallel to the road, so that's not really an issue. And sorry, but it says golf balls flying nearby. It's a bloody... mini golf course. It's not exactly smashing them down the course.
No, they're preparing for those drunks.
Maybe.
Yeah,
I think that's
slices.
what Tracy's just looked like that.
Yeah.
So I said, so that's not an issue. On top of that, we're berming it, landscaping, and then hiding a fence inside that landscaping site.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I'm still excited about it. I think it's going to be cool.
I can't decide which I'm more excited about because I am such a nerd. I love B movies.
I love the idea
I love that idea.
that you play one of the holes in the ship, and then when you come out the other side, you're on the alien planet. That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what they do with this, as we said before, because there's several mini golf courses inside of, Orlando itself.
Well, we've played all of them on iDrive, I think.
Yes.
And, some are good, some are kind of like not so good.
Well, I can't remember the name of it, but there was one. I couldn't tell you what the golf course was like, but I really enjoyed feeding hot dogs to the gators.
That was Congo River Adventure up near Ponderosa.
That was fun.
It's actually pretty close.
Yeah. Right, Hunter. Tracy, would you like to read the last little news story?
I would indeed. Jimmy Neutron gets a new facade. So it would appear that the new construction walls are up around Jimmy Neutron's Nicktoon Blast, which closed on the 18th of August to make way for the all-new Despicable Me attraction. The walls are adorned with silhouettes of Gru and a sign that says, "Coming 2012 Despicable Me. Minions, Motion, Mayhem." Sounds cool. I've seen some of the pictures.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. Well, I find it interesting that the word motion is in there, because I think that pretty much kind of confirms that it is going to be just another motion simulator.
Yeah.
I'm happy with that, though.
Yeah.
I think it's, now we've got
It has
kids.
its place, but I think they're really going to have to step it up after what they did with The Simpsons as an emotion simulator.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting.
You see, before we had kids, I would have been... the same, or not another motion simulator. But now I've got kids. It's,
Well,
It's
even that. It's more of like, this is a brand new franchise, and they're kind of already getting their theme park attraction. I think people are still getting used to actually who these characters are. Because I know lots of people who don't even know who these characters are
Which is
whatsoever.
such a shame, because it was a really good film.
Yeah.
And even people who have seen it have argued whether it deserves its own attraction. Personally, I think it's cool to see Universal actually putting its own properties in
I agree.
Yeah, absolutely. And,
instead of, buying it.
Yeah, definitely.
and also, they've renamed Nickelodeon Way Minion Way.
I think that's cool.
That's quite cute.
A lot of people are disappointed in that, from what I like the online community. Because they filmed the old Nickelodeon like game shows and certain other shows at the Universal Studios Resort inside that. I'm not sure if it was inside the park, but they filmed a lot of the shows there. So I guess along with myself, I was kind of expecting them to keep that as kind of a tribute, but
I suppose, yeah.
They haven't done it. They haven't filmed there for, I don't know, probably a decade
Nickelodeon
now.
doesn't really have much place. With them getting rid of Jimmy Neutron, it doesn't really have a place in the park. But I understand what you're saying with the nostalgia point, yeah.
It's more of a tribute than it is any other thing.
Yeah.
But they're probably just thinking onward and upward, to be honest.
It's quite cute, isn't it, really?
I think so.
Right, that'll do it for a very, very slow news fortnight.
Yes.
Actually, I'm going to throw something out there because we're recording this a bit earlier, and it's a shame that Universal have said that the Halloween Horror Nights, they're going to reveal the full lineup for Halloween Horror Nights on their website early on the 31st of August, which is 2 days before this show comes out. But what we'll do is that's something we will discuss that on our next show.
Have you seen the Icon posters?
I haven't.
Apparently, I'm not sure if it was California or Florida. I want to say it was California, but apparently they've started sending Burger King promotional posters.
That was Orlando. I saw that today, yeah.
Yeah, was that Orlando?
Yes, I think so. Behind.
Is this I don't really know much about... I know a couple of the icons, like the major ones, like the Caretaker.
The director, I do
Jack.
believe. Apparently, there's rumours the director's going to be involved again.
Right.
Well, see, I saw a woman on the poster, and she was like throwing cards. So I was wondering if this was that Lady Luck character everyone keeps bringing up.
I read somewhere that somebody was... Universal haven't announced it, but someone was saying that they were pretty sure that the director was going to be part of it. Anyway, we shall...
It's interesting. When's the last time they used a new... Was that Bloody Mary?
Last year, wasn't it? Fear.
Oh, yeah, duh.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah, right. So anyway, as I said, that'll do it for like I say, was slow. I was scrabbling around for news, to be honest. Put it this way, I was getting to the point where I nearly started talking about them doing down to Tampa with, I don't know whether you saw that, Hunter, your mum might have noticed it, some cruise line, Royal Caribbean, is it something that Universal are in association with? They were talking about doing trips down to Tampa or something. I don't know, I nearly put that in and thought, I'm not bothered, so I just left it out. Anyway, right, so let's get on with the next part of the show.
Yep.
Woohoo!
Right, so that brings us to our trip report for this show, and introduce our trip report guest for this week. It's Sean. Hi, Sean.
Hello.
Hey, Sean.
Hiya.
Hello.
Before we get started, Sean, would you like to tell everyone where your current residence is?
Niagara Falls, New York.
Very nice.
Cool.
Never been, but I would... it's weird, because I always had assumptions that Niagara Falls was in Canada for some reason.
Borders.
It's on the border.
Yeah.
Yeah, part
Either
of it
side.
is.
So, okay, I'm the only one that doesn't know anything about geography, apparently.
Apparently so.
We knew that, though.
Yeah. We're lucky he found his way home, to be honest. Shall I just gloss over that and carry on to the first question?
Yes, first question, let's fire away.
Sean, when did you last visit and who did you go with?
Late June, early July, and went with family.
Cool.
Excellent.
Hunter, next one is yours.
So, where did you stay at?
We stayed at a rented house by Florida Villas and Vacation Homes
Whereabouts is that?
in Kissimmee.
Right.
Okay.
Very good. So, from your villa, how did you get to Universal Orlando?
We drove.
So you hired a car, yeah. I've said on every trip report we've done so far, the reason we asked that question is because I know from listening to a lot of podcasts, I'm going to end up repeating the same thing exactly again. I always say the same thing is, we always get asked, and other people get asked, the best way to get from obviously it's not Disney property, but it's near as, damn it, to get from there up to Universal if they don't have a rental car. Everyone we've had so far has hired a car because it's obviously the easiest way to get there. But that's the reason I ask.
We drove down from Niagara Falls to Florida.
All right, so you didn't hire a car, you had your own car.
Yeah.
Oh, even better.
That's
That's quite a
Quite a
trek.
drive.
Yeah, how long did it take you to get down?
A day and a half.
That's not too bad then. I know we bumped into a couple when we were there, not last time, the time before, didn't we, Tracy, playing mini golf, and they drove down from New York, and it took them 3 days, but I assume they stopped off.
Yes. So where did you stay overnight on your way down?
We stayed in Georgia.
In Georgia.
Makes sense.
Cool. Yeah.
Trace?
So what was your ticket type?
We got the 7-day park-to-park ticket.
Cool, right, so that gives you, that's you can visit both parks in the same day, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, cool.
Brilliant.
So I guess that kind of answers my next question, which is how many days did you spend in the parks? So I presume you spent 7?
Yes.
Okay.
Wow, that even puts us, like, we know from, like, when we normally plan, we spend way more time at Universal than most Brits who go over, and we only spend 4 days. 7 days is
I'd
just
love
like,
to spend 7
cool.
days. Yeah.
I actually did my first trip. We did 7 days as well.
Yeah, well,
and
you
it was
would
kinda
do.
Like,
And just when we got back, I realized they got rid of their 7-day ticket and offered a 14-day ticket for the same price.
Isn't that typical?
Ouch.
So did you happen to stay in one of the Universal hotels at any point while you were there?
No. They're too expensive, honestly.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. So out of the 2 parks, Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure, which one's your favourite?
Islands.
Good.
Would that be because of Harry Potter by any chance or not?
Mostly Marvel.
oh.
Harry Potter is close second.
That surprised most people that I talk to say Harry Potter above anything else.
It's my favourite park.
Without
And
a
I
doubt.
haven't done Harry Potter yet.
Hunter, actually, which is yours? No, you got Islands of Adventure, isn't it? Because you say that's your
I
home park.
mentioned that in my audition tape, I think.
you did, you're right.
Yeah, it's also Islands, and this is even without Harry Potter. I just think it's very well themed.
I won't say what I said before of fear of getting called out again by Mr. Tim Grassi from the WDW fanboys, because I said that I thought Islands of Adventure was the most themed park in Universal, not in Universal, in Orlando, and he totally called me out on it. But anyway,
Yes.
Hunter, next question.
Okay, next question is...
Number 8.
I know. Thanks. So what is your favorite and least favorite ride in each?
Park.
In Islands, I would have to say it's Harry Potter.
The Forbidden Journey.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yes. And at Universal, I'd have to say it's The Mummy.
Cool. 2. No, I've only rode one of them.
Yeah.
2 highly themed attractions.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just speaking about theming.
I'm assuming they're your favourite rides.
Yes.
Yes.
I love the theming on the rides and in the lines and everything.
Yeah. Yeah. So which are your least favourites then?
Twister.
Yay!
The love of the club?
Well, does that count as a ride?
Yes.
He knows what I mean. It's a traction.
We'll count it. We'll count it.
We
I
are.
guess. Yeah.
I'd have to say for my least favorite for Islands would have to be Poseidon's Fury, but I still like it, but it's just not my favorite.
Yeah.
I agree. Islands of Adventure is a
gotcha.
difficult one to say ride or attraction. There isn't really a bad one in there.
Pterodon flyers.
They're
You
good
haven't
fun.
even ridden it.
No, they declined me. That's why it's my least
Did
favorite.
you have a child with you?
No.
That's the problem. You need to steal a child just for 10
No,
minutes.
hang on, we've got Meredith. If you're listening, Hunter wants a child to take on the Pteranodon Flyers.
Poor girl's just run away
How much for
screaming.
your kid? How much for the girl?
Hey, we told you we're coming back over in a couple of years. You can borrow one of
You
ours.
can have one of ours.
Yeah, well, yeah, there you go.
It's no bother. Anyway,
Yes, Hunter. Is it? Whose is it? Yours?
it's yours.
Are you sure?
Yes, it is you.
Oh,
Number
yeah,
9.
Do you have? Oh, sorry. Do you have a favourite area in each park?
I'd have to say my favorite area in Islands it's a tie between Marvel and Harry Potter. And I'd have to say New York for Universal.
Yes, that goes without saying, really, considering where you're from, doesn't it? Yeah. Is it quite? Would you? I mean, obviously not in New York, as it were, but would you say it was authentic?
Does it have the essence?
For like the 30s and 40s New York, yes.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Cool. I like New York.
Yes.
I think New York is also my favorite section in Universal Studios.
I'm not quite sure which is mine, but anyway, this isn't my trip report.
It's not your trip report, so shush. So, Sean, do you have a favourite place to eat over there?
We tried Mythos, and that was very good.
I know it's one like theme park restaurant for about the last 8 years running, but apparently they've changed. Tracy, you said
Yeah,
they
they've
changed
changed
the
the
menu,
menu.
hadn't they?
So, well, we ate there, what, 2005?
5, yeah,
5?
5.
Yeah, and that's plenty of time for them to change the menu out and freshen it up.
Hunter, have you
so-
ever eaten in there?
Actually, I have. I was about to ask Sean about what he thought about the. It's not really a signature dish, but it's kind of something they give you every time you visit, which is the rosemary bread. What do you think about that?
That was really good.
So what did you eat? Can you remember?
I had a buffalo chicken wrap.
Ooh.
I like ribs.
What is buffalo chicken? Isn't that too... Isn't a buffalo a cow and a...
No, it's
It's called buffalo because of the buffalo wings.
Right. I
Big.
still don't understand. All right.
it's
I know
nothing
what
to
it
do
is.
with interspecies breeding or anything
Yeah,
like
buffalo
that.
chicken.
They were
This really gives us an insight into Lee's mind.
Yes, Hunter. Sorry, Sean, what were you saying?
Oh, they were invented here in Buffalo. That's why.
All right.
Right.
No, that makes more sense.
Oh, there you go.
Yes.
In your opinion, which ride, eatery, or show is an underappreciated hidden gem?
I always think that's a tough question.
That's a tough question.
It really is.
Well, we
I
never
would
said
have
it
to
was
say
going to easy.
Poseidon.
Besides,
Poseidon's Fury.
Yeah, in Islands, and probably Beetlejuice in Universal.
You didn't enjoy that when you went there the other week, did you, Hunter?
It's not my favorite.
well,
I do
this is
agree
the-
with that. I do agree with what Sean's saying about Poseidon Fury being underappreciated.
I
because,
completely agree.
You know, a lot of people, especially now that the Wizarding World's open, the Lost Continent gets skipped over constantly.
It
A
does,
lot of people
sadly.
spend no time in that area. You just rush right through it.
Yeah.
it was always one of my favourite areas.
We did Poseidon's Fury twice last time we were there with the kids, didn't we? And we did really, I really like it. But there are rumours that it's going to be rethemed into the Chamber of Secrets was the last one I heard.
Oh no, I was just thinking that was the Gringotts rumor bank.
Yeah, well, I'd heard that, but the last one I heard was the Chamber of Secrets, and I actually think the Chamber of Secrets would probably work better for it.
Better fit.
Yeah, but then it's too far away from where Hogwarts is. It's really gonna be awkward for them to fit anything in there that's gonna fit where it needs to fit. But anyway,
Yeah. Well, it's funny that you mentioned that about the whole Chamber of Secrets because last time we went, the tour guide that's actually in Poseidon's Fury, he brought it up. And, the second room you enter into, which has like the skeletons, and I think that's also where the rollaway stone is.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember.
He walked in and he said, "Oh, wow, this looks just like the Chamber of Secrets." So I found that ironic.
Very.
So, It's a neat little tidbit, I guess.
Interesting.
If you could make any changes to the park, Sean, what changes would you make?
Make all the shops in Harry Potter bigger.
Yep.
I've heard that one a few times.
Quite a few.
I'd say that's about it. Maybe Universal, I think it's pretty nicely spaced out.
Sean, do you have a guilty pleasure with regards to the theme parks? It's a family show.
Is there... yeah. Go on.
Yes.
I'd probably have to say the Cat in the Hat ride.
I love the Cat in the Hat. I always love asking this question to see
That's
what
cool.
people go, we haven't got kids, but I really like doing if I ran the zoo or...
Oh, yeah.
Zeus Landing in general.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Zeus Landing.
Yeah.
Like, I'll be the first to admit, I've spent way too much time at Camp Jurassic.
Yeah, see, that is odd,
So-
especially considering how tall you are.
So, Sean, would you like to tell us about your trip, please?
It was very crowded and hot because of the summer vacation. I've noticed in Harry Potter that they were extending the queue line and they were getting ready to pour some concrete.
I had heard that, yes.
Yeah.
All the new projectors in Spider-Man look amazing.
Right.
Good.
It's all crystal clear now.
Very.
So they've put the new projectors in, but they haven't done the new renderings yet, I assume.
Yes, they're still the old.
That's good. I mean, it was in desperate need of that when we
Yeah, it
went
was-
last time. But that's
it's
See, a lot
fuzzy
of
if nothing
people I think
else.
were concerned that the ride was going to go down for quite a while. But when you look at it, really, how much does it take to change a projector out and then change the film out? It shouldn't, unless go on.
Go on ahead.
Well, unless they're actually going to do refurb on the physical effects, there's no reason why it should go down at all.
Well, see, what I was thinking was they would work on the effects and then, maybe just over a course of maybe 2 or 3 days, put those in and maybe give it a little refurbishment, clean some things up, and then open it right back up.
Did you notice? Sorry, Tracy, go on.
I was going to say, what I understood was like the props and stuff around the ride, they were just going to go around and
Tart them
up overnight, and just systematically go through.
Right.
From what I understood. I mean, I could be wrong. I could have made that up.
Yeah, I did see in the press release that they were enhancing some of the sets, they said, inside. So,
had they done anything? Could you see anything that it looked like they'd sort of touched up, or just the projectors?
Just the projectors right now.
Right.
Yeah.
To be honest, that's about all it needs. I mean, nothing. I think it gets away with looking. I don't want to say tatty, but it's that.
Well, it's a dark ride anyway,
so you get away with it. Sorry, anyway, we got waffling about Spider-Man.
Yes.
Carry on.
Well, even about Spider-Man, it got so busy one day that they were sending too many cars out at once.
Okay.
And we got stuck before the last projector could play the virtual fall.
Wow.
And it just kind of stopped for a second. So that was kind of odd.
Yeah, it hasn't been that busy for a long time, has it?
It's had quite a high up wait time. Like, how long was it? Was it there when? How high up was it there?
Hunter, do you even know what you're saying?
I'm trying to ask how long the wait time was there, Hunter.
How long was the wait time? So you were there, Sean.
We waited an hour.
Whoa.
Okay.
I mean,
when the line goes outside there, it's long.
Yeah.
I think the time
I don't even think we've ever queued outside before for it, and we've been there when it's been busy.
We've done the switch.
It makes me wonder if some of the rooms that haven't been used in a long time, they've opened back up.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Like, I know Peter Parker's dark room hasn't been opened up. I wonder if they opened that back up because of the, the extended wait times.
Maybe.
I don't even think I've heard that.
No, I've not seen that.
No. Please continue.
Well, the Rip Ride rocket broke down at least once every day we were there.
That's not a surprise.
No, you're lucky it was... Oh, you said at least once. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go on.
Every day we were there, so it broke down at least 4 or 5 times.
So what were the standby line times for that?
45 to an hour and a half.
Yeah, that's about normal. Actually, there's a question we haven't asked on there. Did you purchase the Express Pass while you were there?
No. Because it was a little too much money for those busy days.
It is expensive.
Yeah.
See, this is why we mentioned it on one of our first shows about the value of staying at the resorts compared to buying the Express Pass, because they do a 2-day VIP pass, and we worked out for a family of 4, you get 2 days, because the actual normal Express Pass, just the bog standard 1-day Express Pass, is only good for 1 ride on each of the rides.
It doesn't include...
Yeah, the Forbidden Journey and Rip Ride Rocket doesn't include those rides, but they do a VIP pass, it's quite expensive, and you can get a 2-day one, and that's unlimited front of the line access. And we worked it out that for a family of 4, 2 adults and 2 kids under the age of 10, it would cost over $1,000. Yet you can get a hotel room at any of the Universal hotels for around, obviously depends on what time of year, but even if you say $400, and that gives you 2 days unlimited front of the line access, plus you're getting the night in the hotel, and you can get your package drop off and all the rest of that.
Mm-hmm.
So, because we've looked at the hotels before, and you think, like you say, it's expensive. $400 a night is a lot of money, but then when you think, especially at a busy time of the year, you can get that 2-day front of the line access and get a night in the hotel as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Sorry, carry on. I realised that question wasn't in there, and it's quite pertinent. Yeah. But it is a lot.
Something about Rip Ride is that has the worst queue ever.
Amen to that.
Yeah, Tracy, you said that.
It is so boring.
It's a ton of switchbacks while you loop the same 30-second video clips over and over.
I mean, I've been stood in it for an hour or longer.
You could memorize that video before you get on the ride.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Asta!
Did it actually break down while you were waiting for it, Sean?
Twice.
And they're not short breakdowns either, are they?
No. One time it was, I think, 98 degrees. they broke down and 2 cars were stuck out on the track. So they had a bunch of team members rushing water out for them. And
whoa, I can't believe
And you
that
still rode it?
how long that ride's been going that they still haven't managed to figure out the bugs.
Yeah.
The kinks, you know.
Because it's been nearly 2 years since we went, and it'd been open for at least 3 months before we went. So 2 years is a long time. Surely they should have worked it out by now.
Was the moving platform running? Because
Not
that's
when it
on and
broke
off. Okay.
What was that? Sorry, Sean, I missed that.
oh, Hunter just asked if the moving platform was running. I said it wasn't when it was broken down.
Was it running the rest of the times though, or not?
Yes.
Yeah, because
that
we've
was,
never
yeah.
seen that.
Okay.
It was never working when we were there. No. Sorry, carry on.
Oh, the Mythos got a cleaning when we were there,
All right.
and they cleaned all the fountains and stuff, and they turned all the water on the next day.
Cool.
All right.
That says
And
a
I
lot.
noticed-
That says a lot for Mythos because
Yeah.
I've heard that again the rumor is that the Lost Continent's going to get taken over by Harry Potter, but the one thing that's out of bounds is apparently Mythos because of its reputation. So
Yeah.
it's good to see.
With a little bit of a tweak, it would
No,
fit.
I think they're talking about just leaving it as it is because of the reputation it has.
So, like, the boundaries right outside of Mythos is where the Wizarding World would start.
Yeah, and that's just going to sit there on its own, I suppose. Seems a bit weird, but
It does seem a bit weird. But, you know, they have this high-class restaurant. Why would you want to change it?
oh, exactly.
Exactly.
And let's be honest, the facade of it's the biggest piece of it, really.
Last time I was there, some little girl pointed up at the bearded man with
Yeah.
water coming out of his mouth. And it's like, it's Dumbledore!
Oh.
So,
Sorry, Sean, carry on. As I say, we do this quite a lot.
I also noticed that the last time I was there was 2008,
Right.
but this time I've noticed that they replaced there's all new flat screens in for the waiting lines
Right.
except for the Hulk,
Right. All right.
which I thought was weird.
You never told us that, Hunter.
you know, because that's what I do.
Accusations.
What? Not notice anything?
Oh.
Sorry, I
it.
am ribbing you a lot
Giving you the
tonight, Annie
silent
Hunt. I do
treatment.
apologise. Yeah, the Hulk
Glaring
seems a
at
bit
you.
weird that everything else has had flat screens and the Hulk hasn't.
They even replaced the old computer monitors in the Daily Bugle with flat screens.
Right, that seems...
Well, that is a strange one.
And go back
didn't
to
even
the
notice
whole
that.
Marvel thing's weird, you know, that they're pumping all... They seem to be pumping not a lot of money in, but changing a lot of little things, you know, they've changed the projectors over and changed, like they say now, the computer screens with flat screens, yet that whole Marvel Disney thing's still hanging over there, isn't it? I still find it very odd.
Well, they obviously know more than we do.
Well, obviously.
Which is not
But yeah,
surprising.
anyway.
Yeah, so what next? What happened next?
I would say, Spider-Man did break down one morning. They weren't letting anyone in for a good 2 hours after the park opened.
Right.
Oh, that's quite a glitch then.
That's odd.
Yeah. So you spent 7 days there. Did you eat out in City Walk at all?
No.
No.
City Walk was really just like a pass-through.
Right, yeah, it's pretty much
A lot
how
of
we
people,
treat it, to
yeah.
be honest.
I
Did
think
you
that's what, 90% of the people treat it as.
did you happen to catch the nightly show when you were there? Was that running at that point? The Synesthesia 360?
Yes.
They said they weren't going to do any fireworks because it was too dry.
Ah,
It's too dry?
could cause fires.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's in the middle of a lagoon.
Yes, but if there's a slight wind and it blows stray sparks, you could have fires.
Okay.
That's not the best idea. It's called being sensible.
Yeah, okay. It just seems a bit weird that it's
Sorry,
too
I have to
dry.
explain that.
You don't usually do fireworks because it's wet.
Well, you've got to have the
Oh.
optimum weather, obviously.
Disney do them every night.
Disney would.
Not that we want to.
La la la.
Not them.
Domestic, just talk amongst yourselves. It's okay.
Let's see a question that's not on here that might be fun.
Go on,
Let me
then.
ask. Did you find any pieces of merchandise that you saw and you were like, oh man, I got to get one of those?
That's a good one.
Like souvenir wise.
Well,
This counts
I
for
saw-
like ride photos as well, I guess.
Yeah, I saw the Martyrs map.
Oh
Okay.
my.
Cool.
then I noticed it was $50. So
Right, $50 needs to get saved because I am having one of
For
those.
$50, I would want it to actually be a working map.
The funny thing is, in the gift shop after Forbidden Journey, there is a working one.
Really?
Yeah, like you get to see the students' names and the footprints and everything.
Can you buy that one?
I'm sure if you offer the right price.
Oh, I'm going to spend an absolute fortune in that area next time we come over.
No, you're not. You'll have your pocket money and that's it. When
I'll
it's
have
gone,
a
it's
credit
gone.
card sat in my pocket. That'll be it.
but yeah, even all the Harry Potter merchandise, that can even be purchased at City Walk, even if you don't have the time.
All right.
See, I find that funny because when Universal first opened the Wizarding World, they made such a big deal that the only place you could buy the Wizarding World merchandise was inside the Wizarding World. Now you can buy it online. Sean's just said there, you can now get it in City Walk. They made such a big deal over it.
And another major one, you can even purchase the wands and some clothing and things like that at the Orlando airport.
Right.
They
I thought
actually
this
have,
was the
Universal
store
has
over
its
there.
own store in there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But you cannot buy the, what's called the birthday wands anywhere outside of the park, from
Right.
what I understand.
Yeah.
So, Sean, did you split your time equally between the two parks, or did you find yourself in one more than the other?
Well, we wandered over to islands more.
Yeah. I mean, did you spend? Are you more? I'll spend a full day in Islands of Adventure and a full day in Universal, or do you just go between the two?
Yeah, the first 2 days was full day in islands, then full day in Universal, and I was just kind of hopping between each.
Yeah.
We always switch
Yeah, we
between.
do
We
tend
always
to
treat
hop.
them as one park and switch between the two.
So do you plan on going back anytime soon?
I'm planning on going back in January.
We forgot the obligatory butterbeer question.
Oh, we did. You're right. Did you try butterbeer, Sean?
Yes,
Which did you try both?
both, yes.
And which one's your favourite?
Just cold.
Oh, that's a new one.
Yes, most people say frozen.
Meredith prefers it cold as well. I prefer frozen.
So what did the cold have over the frozen then?
I think you could taste the cold better than the frozen.
That makes sense actually. Yeah.
This is true.
Yeah.
It seems like, would you agree that the frozen tastes sweeter, though?
Yes.
Yeah.
So do you have any hints or tips to share with us?
If you get a butterbeer, go straight to the Hogshead.
Good one, yes, because most people obviously walk straight in and go to the cart at the front, which I'm sure I was listening to someone the other day said they queued for, who was it? 25 minutes just to get a butterbeer at the front of the park, which is ridiculous.
Line was unbelievable at the carts, but you could just walk right into the Hogshead and get one without any wait at all.
Yeah, that's a good tip.
Yeah, it's an excellent tip.
Brilliant,
So now
right.
by the time we get back, the Hogshead will have the long line.
That's it, everyone will know, because everyone will be listening to this podcast going, oh, that's a good idea. So then you go, by the time we go, the tip will be, don't go at the Hogshead, go at the cart as you go in.
We'll edit it out and just keep that for ourselves.
Well, the funny thing is, they actually have 2 of those butterbeer carts.
Right.
And still, they always have long waits regardless. So.
Right.
So, just to finish off, Sean, the announcement that was made quite a while ago now about the Spider-Man refurb and the Despicable Me, what were your feelings about it?
I love the idea of the Spider-Man refurb. Despicable Me, I guess I was a little disappointed because, I grew up with Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
So I was disappointed when Nickelodeon Studios left.
Have you seen Despicable Me?
Yes.
And what did you think of it?
I think it's a funny movie. I mean, it'll be a great fit for the park, but I'm just sad seeing Jimmy Neutron go.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was going to ask. Was
Yeah.
Jimmy Neutron open when you were there still or not? Because I know it's only
It
open.
was open.
Yeah.
It was open all week, yeah.
Was it busy?
So one time it was actually a 50-minute wait.
Well,
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I saw the other day as well. It was 45, 50-ish minutes. So,
that's good to see that it's still drawing decent crowds in.
I know. I think that's a bittersweet.
You need to change things, though, don't you?
know.
Otherwise, it gets stagnant. It's like Universal needs some work doing to it desperately. There's a lot of good rides in there, but to try and get people back in more and more, you need newer things.
Twister's still there.
Well, this is true, and that's been crap since it opened. But
well, there's one thing islands always have that, Universal doesn't, which is this huge franchise known the world over.
yeah, friend. Right. Excellent. Thanks very much for joining us, Sean. It was very interesting, very enlightening.
It was great.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sean.
Yeah, right. Thanks very much, everybody.
No problem.
So, that brings us to this show's segment, which is courtesy of Tracy. This was your idea, wasn't it, Tracy?
It was. I actually got an email about it from Virgin Travel.
Ooh.
Yeah,
So, would you like to elaborate?
I would. Right. The email was the 5 top tips for the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, as shared by Chris Cox. It was published on the V-Travel blog by Maxine Shepherd. So I hit the link and went along and had a little read, and I thought it would be something I could read out each of the 5 and
Definitely.
see what we thought, whether they were worthy tips.
Yeah,
You know, and listeners, let us know what you think as well.
absolutely.
So,
We need to listen to this because we haven't even been, but Hunter, you can obviously view these tips from a different point of view that
Yes.
you've been and...
so tip 1. Are we ready?
Mm-hmm.
Tip 1 is stay on the Flu network and be an early riser.
Flu powder power, flu power power.
I have to say,
Easy for you to
diagonally.
say.
Did he just say
Diagonally.
Boys, behave.
Go on.
Okay, right. So the Flu network might not really exist, but to get to the park as quickly as you would with Flu powder, your best bet is to make one of the Universal Orlando Resort hotels your home while you're there. The 3 beautiful hotels are all linked together via a boat network to the park and offer you the early entry to the Wizarding World every morning, as well as front-of-the-line access to most rides and the chance to get your shopping sent to your room, so no melting chocolate frogs for you.
Yay!
Yay!
Except they leave out the fact that it doesn't include the Forbidden Journey.
Which is the most sought-after attraction in all of
Yes.
the park. That said, Hippogriff and Dragon Challenge do have the Express Pass.
Yeah.
Even though Dragon Challenge isn't running properly at the moment.
Well, the Portofino Bay is the most luxurious and beautiful of the hotels, and a perfectly peaceful place to chill after a busy morning in the park. It's the early access which is most beneficial though. The Wizarding World's hugely popular, and sometimes there are hours of queues just to get in, so it's a real bonus to be able to enter the park at its emptiest, and it also makes it brilliant for photos. Now, if you can't stay on site, don't stress. If you book your holiday and your theme park tickets through Virgin Holidays, you'll get into Hogwarts early regardless of where you stay. So it's simple. Get to the park 20 minutes or so before the doors open, go straight to the Wizarding World. It's a bit of a walk, so if you can apparate, it's probably best to do that.
That would be cool.
It would. Make the Forbidden Journey ride your first port of call, as it quickly generates long lines as the day goes on, and then you'll have more time to soak up the atmosphere of Hogsmeade.
Right, so Hunter, having done it, what do you think of that tip?
First issue.
Uh-huh.
There's only... If Ollivanders is important to you, and it's something you really want to see, do that before Forbidden Journey.
Right.
I can't stress that enough.
Right.
Forbidden Journey easily racks up 45 to 50-minute waits and easily grows that throughout the day. But I haven't seen it much lower than probably 25 minutes.
Right.
Is the queue area entertaining?
The queue area is completely outside. It's unshaded. You're just
So there's
standing
nothing
in a...
What we talking about?
Basically,
We're
it's
talking
not-
about Ollivanders
No.
here.
Ollivander. I thought we
No,
were talking about
Forbidden Journey.
Ollivanders.
All right.
Hunter's talking about Ollivanders and
Yeah.
you're talking about the Forbidden Journey. No, the Forbidden Journey, most of it's inside, isn't it? Which is supposed to be absolutely
That's what I'm saying.
stunning.
If it's a long queue and you've got an entertaining...
Half of
Queue
it's
area.
inside, half of it's outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think...
It's not too bad. Whereas if you're in a boring...
A majority of your waiting is done right after the first inside segment, which is... it's a minor spoiler. If you'd rather not, just fast forward a couple seconds.
Maybe I don't want to know. Go on.
Cover your ears.
Oh, yeah.
It's very minor. You walk in, and as soon as you go in, you're in the dungeons of Hogwarts.
Right.
And then you walk outside into the greenhouse, and you'll spend most of your waiting there. After that, you walk down the hallway toward Dumbledore's office, and the rest of the queue's indoors.
See, what Tracy's point is making, and she's made a good point there, is if it's better to wait 40 minutes in the Forbidden Journey queue where there's stuff to look at and stuff to entertain you than it is to stand out Ollivanders for 40 minutes
Yeah.
with nothing to look at.
Yeah.
That's true. And
Yeah.
I've actually, I'm not sure if I mentioned this before, but a team member has told me that the main reason Ollivanders has such a long line is that, you know, people think that's the only place where you can get a wand.
Yeah.
Yeah,
when
of course it's not.
that's not true at all. You
Or they
don't
think that you have to go through the wand experience to be able to get to the ones in the shop
to
afterwards.
get to a wand. Yes, when you can honestly just walk into either the Owl Post or Dervish and Bangs.
Right, so that's a good tip. But the tip about staying in the hotel is a brilliant one.
Well,
I
it's
mean,
one
we
of our
can't
favourites,
stress it
isn't it?
more than
Yeah.
enough. We haven't done it, but it's something that we're definitely looking into.
Yes.
But like you said, if you're going to get that express pass for Forbidden Journey, don't count on it.
Yeah, it is slightly misleading. I think a lot of people, especially when it tells you go straight for the Forbidden Journey, and it doesn't actually.
yeah.
I think that's quite misleading. But
Unless that's why they tell you to go straight for the Forbidden Journey.
maybe, yeah, there could be that.
And the truth is, unless if you have it, use it, the express pass. But I wouldn't purchase it. But we've had that discussion before, haven't we?
Definitely.
And of course, this being basically an advertisement,
It
however
is
you
for-
say it,
for Virgin.
they are saying the Portofino Bay, which is the most expensive of the flagship. Then there's a Hard Rock, and
The Royal Pacific,
Pacific.
and they all look stunning.
they do.
So can I ask you a question?
Mm-hmm.
Out of the three, which would you rather stay at?
Portofino Bay. No,
It's Hard
know.
Rock for me.
Yeah,
you know,
Hard Rock
being the
looks
rebellious teenager.
I don't know.
that looks cool, but the Royal Pacific.
I mean,
looks
the Hard
really
Rock.
nice.
The Hard Rock. My single argument is underwater speaker system
Right.
in the pool.
I
That's-
don't know. It's
That's
something
not something I'd use, the pool.
we'll have a look. We're going to use it purely for the front of the line access.
Yeah. But I know somebody who stayed
That's
in the Royal
all you're
Pacific.
using for?
Really,
Not early
yeah.
entry?
We'll only really sleep there, won't we?
Yeah. Purely for that front of the line access.
It's all waking hours we spend in parks.
The early entry into the Wizarding World and the front of the line, past that is literally all we use it for.
That better not be the day when y'all come to see me.
No, we've already worked that out.
Oh, yes.
It's not fair. We've already talked to the kids about that and saying,
We'll meet you in the gift shop.
I'll see you at the end in half an hour when you've come out. But yeah, no, it's not a bad tip, really. So, yeah, let's go on to the next one.
So, tip number 2. See Hogwarts in all its splendour. Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey is the most technologically advanced ride in the world, taking place in the replica Hogwarts Castle. It's a thrilling experience from start to finish, and the excitement starts the moment you enter the queue, which winds its way through Hogwarts' famous halls, corridors and classrooms. If you're too scared to ride, you can still experience a trip round Hogwarts by joining the non-riders line. That's good to know. A pathway around the castle which allows you to see the moving portraits, spend some time with Dumbledore in his office, and get snowed on by Harry and co.
Does it really? I'm probably a bit of a nerd for saying this, but it really bothers me that he put Co instead of Ron and Hermione.
Yes. I just like to say, I am quoting here. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I agree with this. The only tip I would say is if it's your first ride through, please don't take the single rider line.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
They put so much work into this queue, and it's absolutely, spectacular. And it bothers me when people are like, "Hey, we're a rider it." I mean, I guess I understand if you're not a big fan of the franchise and you just want to go on the ride.
Yeah.
But to really get the full experience, go through the regular queue at least once, and then do single rider for repeats.
Yeah.
I like the fact, obviously the tip is that even if you don't want to go, you're not a rider, you can still go through and experience the queue.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've heard that's actually going to turn into the Express Pass queue, is what I've heard. That's probably just a rumor, but...
No, I've not heard that they are. So they are talking about making it Express Pass.
Well, it's bound to happen eventually.
Yeah.
But how soon that is, nobody really knows.
I think we'll have to see how busy it is next summer. If it's still busy, then I think they will.
I think it's still going to be busy.
I think
It'll
you're
be
right.
interesting to see. It will be interesting to see, and hopefully prove all the Disney,
Haters.
Disney, no,
Disney fanboys.
yeah, prove them
Suggestive
wrong.
link.
That yeah, Tim, Brett, and Paul.
Hello.
Yeah, prove them wrong that it has got the longevity.
Yeah.
So,
Because
yeah.
for years, Universal's only claim to fame against Disney was like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Spider-Man's okay, I guess.
Well, if you listen to our Fanboys Trip Report with Tim and Brett, Tim said that even in his opinion, Universal Orlando has the two best rides in Orlando.
I'd agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
Except
And
for my
that's coming
nostalgia,
from-
which wants to say Pirates and Haunted Mansion.
And that's coming from a self-confessed Disney fanboy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's no denying it's very technologically advanced, Forbidden Journey, and it's a blast to ride on. So I can't wait to see what you guys think.
Oh, I can't wait.
We're gonna have to take a recorder and do your after ride review.
Oh, we will do.
Yeah.
Definitely.
We'll do it like we'll go on it once. We'll record you, and then we'll do it a couple rides later to see what you think after repeat views.
We'll get the kids
Because the
involved
first
in
one's
that
just
as
going to
well.
be stunned silence.
Yeah,
If
probably.
it was anything like I did the first time I rode Spider-Man, I was absolutely gobsmacked.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what to say. I think all I said was, that was awesome.
You did say that rather a lot.
Yeah.
Actually, it was amazing.
Haha.
Yeah.
It is an amazing adventure.
Yes.
So, do we have number 3?
We do
Like-
indeed. Get your gift on.
Ooh.
Get your gift on. Get your gift on.
When you two are quite finished. Now, no trip will be complete without a little bit of shopping, and Hogsmeade has all the Potter gifts you could ever want, from wands to scarves and quaffles to Bertie Bott's every flavour beans.
Which we bought,
What,
and it was amazing.
Did you get bogey?
We had everything. The most strong flavor, in my opinion, was either pepper or soap.
And did they taste like what they're meant to taste like?
They tasted exactly what they're meant to taste like. I had rotten egg.
Oh.
Because we used to have every
Yeah.
flavour beans over here, and they weren't brilliant, were they?
No. I don't think there was anything particularly nasty, was there?
I can't
I
really
think there was
remember.
soil.
Mud, yeah, it might have been
Yeah.
mud.
Which every
Yeah.
child's tried soil, let's face it, so...
Yeah.
Well, if we're going by child flavors, where's Play-Doh?
Oh, that's
I've
just
never eaten
grim.
Play-Doh.
Doesn't taste like it smells.
Carry on.
If there's a huge line for butterbeer from the outside carts, offering both normal and frozen versions, try popping into the Hogshead pub instead, where the lines are shorter and it's just as tasty. Buy a postcard from the Owlery post office, and they'll give it a Hogsmeade post stamp. And if you're buying a Pigby Puff, be sure to have a name ready to christen it with, as one of the sales assistants will announce it to the whole store.
You see, that butterbeer tip now, it's get everybody, it's everywhere now,
Yeah.
isn't it?
It's absolutely.
Yeah.
I've mentioned it before. Multiple other podcasts have said
Yeah,
it. It's
it's
all
like-
over the website. But, the funny thing is, it still doesn't have as much of a weight as the outside.
I suppose people will
Carts
see
do.
the cart, won't they, and
The thing
head
is,
straight
though,
for
it's
it.
still, if they mention, they probably need to start mentioning it to spread the queues out a little bit. People
Well,
might.
see, that's what I've noticed. Like, they aren't as long anymore, and there's more people in Hogshead, but it's still less people in it. It's just more spread out.
Yeah. Now,
Keep in mind, there's also 2 carts. There's one towards the back of Hogsmeade near Hogwarts, and there's the one as soon as you enter the front gates from Lost Continent.
I'd just like to point out about the postcard. It's not a case of buy a postcard and they'll give it a Hogsmeade stamp.
No, it's not.
You've got to
Kaz did it for us.
Go
didn't
somewhere
she?
else to buy your stamps. And you have to go somewhere else to get it franked.
Yeah,
and then back
go
to
back
post
to
it.
post it. Yeah,
So it's
she
a
said it wasn't. Yeah,
back and forth job, which I think is a bit...
Kaz said she had a bit of a.
Daft,
we did
really.
our scavenger hunt with Kaz on actually the show that you were announced on, Hunter, episode 7. And one of her tasks was to send us a postcard from the Wizarding World, and she said it wasn't. She expected to go in, write the postcard out, and then just give it to the team member and get it sent off. No, she had to go somewhere.
It's a bit of a
else.
rat race,
Yeah,
from what
she
I
said it
understand.
was a bit of a nightmare, but
That said, how cool is it to like send a young child a letter or a postcard that's stamped Hogsmeade?
oh yeah,
We
that's why we did it. It was
Yeah.
kind of like a good thing for her to do. So obviously we could talk about it on the show, but also we got a postcard out of it, which was quite cool.
Which is proudly displayed, I'm sure.
I'm not actually sure where it is at the moment.
It's packed away safely.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that.
Anyway,
And the Pigby Puff, I've got a couple of years to think of a really funny name to have them call out. Because I will.
I named mine Stan the Man.
but yeah,
Not really, but my sister once went desperately.
I will spend a fortune in the Wizarding World. I've no doubt most of my spending money will go in there.
Now, how much of that money are you planning to spend on edible goods inside the Wizarding World?
Well, you've got to get one of each.
You got to get a butterbeer,
It
both
depends.
versions.
Yes.
It depends,
Absolutely.
Hunter, on who wins our first ever Men in Black shoot-off. So if I win, I might spend more than I want to on edible goods.
Oh, okay.
But then if Tracy wins, then I'm still spending the same amount, so I'm only going to win if you end up beating our scores.
Thanks.
Ain't gonna happen.
No. Anyway, my score is posted on our Facebook page. If you've seen it, Hunter, have you?
I did. It was in the 600,000s.
It was, and there was quite a few people commenting it, being quite impressed.
We've lost the photo for mine.
Don't know where yours is.
No.
Next time I'm in the studios, I will take a picture, and I'm not going to take a picture until I beat that score.
No, well, we'll be waiting a while, then, eh?
But it'll happen. But the good thing is, if I beat your score, you can't do anything about it for a few years.
2 years, yeah. Like, it will be.
So I get a glow in your face.
I've got you on Skype. I can just cut you off. I'll just edit you out. Let you think it's been recorded.
Today from Florida. Oh, he dropped. Guess we're not doing the show today.
Right, Tracy, would you like to carry on with tip number 4?
I would. Toads and Wands.
That's a weird
tip
title.
number 4, it is. The Wizarding World is as bewitching as you'd expect, with little things happening round every corner and an incredible eye for detail. Pop into the toilets to hear Morning Myrtle.
That's cool. I've heard that before,
Yep.
and that's awesome.
Keep an eye out for the singing toads who put on a performance every few hours. Hop on over to the Hogwarts Express and get a photo with the conductor, and nip into Ollivander's to see if you're chosen by a wand. Although the line for this looks long, it moves pretty fast and is a lovely added touch.
Hunter, tell me, does the line move pretty fast?
If by 5 to 7 minutes is fast. Keep in mind, only 20 or so people is going in.
How long does the whole wand experience take?
That's what I just said. 5 to 7 minutes, it seems, is the average.
Have you done it?
I've been in there. I've had both of my siblings chosen.
Cool. So 5 to 7 minutes is quite a long time. So
I've probably been in there about 4 times on, a dozen Wizarding World trips. So it's not something. It's like if the line's short, sure, I'll go see it. It's a neat little touch.
But it's not a must-see, in your opinion.
Well, I say if you're really into Harry Potter, it really is something you should see, but it's not necessary to the overall experience.
It's a little bit like the Pirates, Jack Sparrow's Pirates tutorial and the Star Wars training, the Jedi Training Academy. I think it's one of those that it's okay if you watch it, but if one of your kids is involved, it's so much better. Because we watched, they're going on to Disney, we watched the Jedi Training Academy and neither of the kids got into it. And it was fun, it was good to watch. But we went to see the Jack Sparrow pirate tutorial and Raymond got chose, and he was actually the one that got to fight Jack Sparrow at the end, and it was one of the highlights of our vacation last time we went. It was brilliant.
So
that's quite an enjoyable show as well.
It is. It's good. The guy Jack Sparrow was absolutely brilliant.
I'll tell you what, Ali threw him over my shoulder and ran away with him.
So, Hunter, have you heard Morning Myrtle in the toilets?
Yeah, it kind of creeped me out. The only problem I have with that is that, well, there's 2 problems. One's a nerdy problem and one's kind of a technical issue. You can't really understand her very well.
Right.
She's kind of murky. I get it. But yeah, my brother had the joke of actually them putting a cast member in there and painting her all gray. That way when you open the stall, she could just scream at your face.
That would be cool. That would be cool.
But I don't think they're going to do that. And another thing is, why is she in Hogsmeade? But that's my nerdy side coming out.
Yeah.
I suppose she's linked through the sewer system because she can go into the Great Lake, can't she? So, or the Black Lake, whatever it's called.
Great Lake.
No, is it not the Black Lake?
It's the
Great Lake.
place where the giant squid is located.
Yeah, the Black Lake.
Great Lake.
Right, it's not. It's black.
It's grey.
The Hogwarts Express Hunter would get a photo. Do they have official photographers there?
No, it's pretty much take your own picture. But as Selena Gomez showed everyone, that's not a bad idea.
I'm surprised they don't have official photographers there. I'm actually quite disappointed a lot of the time that they don't have them about.
I know. It would be great. 'Cause so many great photo opportunities. It would be nice to have all 4, or the entire family in
Well,
there.
I'm kind of annoyed they don't take them in front of the lighthouse over at Islands of Adventure. They take it in front of the Adventure Begins thing, which is it's an icon, but not as much as the lighthouse.
No, the lighthouse is fantastic.
Anyway, so
Yes.
number
Singing
5.
Toads, I am looking forward to.
Yes, yeah,
That does look
I've kind of had a
great.
look at it on YouTube. Right, tip number 5, the last one.
Tip 5. Get even more adventurous. Don't forget, there's more to Islands of Adventure than just the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, so make sure you don't miss out. Get here as early as you can and enjoy the rest of the park while everyone else is battling Dementors and freeing house elves. From Potter World, I hate that.
You know,
It's easy to take the bridge over to Jurassic Park and go on all the water rides there. All. How many are there?
one.
One. And in Toon Lagoon in one quick dash. Then you've got
Make
rides.
sure you hit all of them.
Oh, yes.
There's too many to count. You better make sure you get there.
Then you've got rides aplenty to enjoy before going back for more towards the end of the day when it's less crowded.
I'm gonna upset Hunter. Just walk straight through Jurassic Park into Toon Lagoon. There's nothing there worth worrying about anyway.
It's nice for some shade.
Hey, it's nice. I mean, the playgrounds are nice and quiet.
Yeah, because no one wants to go in there.
I am a huge proponent of the playground.
Pull it down.
Stop.
Put something decent there instead of pterodactyl flyers.
Do you like a Harry Potter one?
I'm fine with the expansion. I love Harry Potter. I just don't want Universal to put all their eggs in one basket.
I agree. They don't want to convert too much of it. To be honest, I'm disappointed that they're talking about getting rid of the Lost Continent, but that's still for another time.
Yes. Anyway,
Get rid of that in the Jurassic Park.
It's 2/3, half the park gone.
carrying on.
Hurrying on.
So there you have it. The best ways to make the most of your trip to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. Just remember to respect the spell laws, avoid doing any dark magic, and say hi to Harry from me if you see him. Mischief managed.
Mischief.
Mischief
managed.
I say mischief.
Mischief. We
See,
invented
you
the
say
language.
chief, I imagine a Native American man.
No.
Mischief's his daughter.
I
Mischief.
imagine,
I know because I wrote a
I
story
imagine
about
a
her.
red man from Peter Pan.
Anyway. See, that's not much of a tip, really,
No,
is it?
It's just common sense.
Yeah.
It's come off to me as a bit more like I haven't read this before. Tracy just read it all, and it came off a bit as as you said, an advertisement more
Yeah.
than
Oh,
anything.
Oh, it is, let's be honest. It's Virgin
You know,
Travel,
if you just
but
get the ball rolling on discussions for people.
And I think it did that.
there is
Yeah.
some decent tips in there, to be honest.
Yeah.
Well, one of them was decent before it got around everywhere.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, this is the thing as well, though, going back on to tip 1 about staying in one of the hotels. If you're staying in the hotel, you can get in the Wizarding World early, spend the first couple of hours in there, and then get out into Islands of Adventure. You've got the Express Pass, so you can rattle through everything else, and then, Hunter, your tip on the end of that would be then head back into the Wizarding World about 4 o'clock.
I was just going to say that.
Yeah, sorry.
Head back into there later.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because the families, especially with the
surprises me.
small children, head out.
Yeah.
I showed a friend a video that has all the Islands of Adventure park, all the sections put together in kind of a video montage.
Right.
And they were only really interested in the Wizarding World. Like
Yeah.
none of the other sections interest them whatsoever.
I
And
think that's a
sadly,
big
I think
mistake.
that's what's happening.
I know. Yeah, that'd be
lot
my
of
biggest tip. You might be going there for the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, but don't forsake the rest of the park for it.
Absolutely not, because you'll miss
it's a
out.
brilliant park.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful park.
It is.
It is.
Yeah.
I love it. I
And
just go into little 5-year-old mode when I'm in there.
See, that's kind of why I have such a big issue with it being called the Harry Potter theme park.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because it's so much more than that, and the Wizarding World is just such a small section compared to the rest of the park.
But
It
the
is.
problem is, Hunter, it was Universal sold it as that.
Yeah.
It's not
Oh,
just
they
other
sold it as
people.
the Harry Potter theme park.
Yeah, they did. A park within a park, and it's not.
It's a section.
It's
I
barely
can't tell
even
you
a section.
how many people I've had at the front gate to IOA. How much is it for a ticket to the Harry Potter theme park?
Really?
Yeah.
And that's Universal's fault.
I think it's both because I don't know. Harry Potter World doesn't do it for me.
No.
It's one of my pet peeves.
I think the thing
but-
is, like,
It's-
podcast-wise and stuff, it's Disney Podcasts reporting on it, because there isn't... Do you know what I mean? And it's like a few Disney podcasts will mention it, and I think they meant because they're going straight off the
straight from the horse's mouth.
Yeah, and they're calling it the Harry Potter theme park.
Yeah,
I say we
Potterland.
start a counter movement and start calling it the Spider-Man theme park.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Marvel theme park within a park within a theme park. The Spider-Man ride is a park within a park within a park.
It's like
think I
three
thought
times the park for one price.
Yeah.
we would fail. We would be like the next Universal Escape
Yeah,
instance.
But just backtracking slightly, it's not just Universal's fault. If people could be spending that sort of money going to a park, you would have thought they would look into it slightly themselves as well. I mean, or is it just us being that way inclined?
you get two different types of people, though. You get people who just go for the theme park, and then the people like us who are geeky and will go and will do all the research and know exactly what they're going for and know where to go first and then where to go next. And
The way I view it is, see, you're spending all these thousands of dollars to come here.
Mm-hmm.
Why not do a little bit of research?
Exactly.
You do it when you're buying a car, for example.
yeah, absolutely.
You look at reviews and what's up with the car and everything about that. Why is it not the same for something you're spending so much money on?
Yeah.
Well, you're right. It's funny. I used to work with a girl who went to Islands of Adventure, and she never rode Spider-Man because she didn't know it was there.
To be fair, it is kind of hidden.
Well, even Tim
it-
said that, didn't
yeah,
he?
it is.
He
It's
missed
set
it the
back.
first time.
It
I
is
went,
like in a little corner.
but we knew where it was, and I'll be honest, I didn't. Doing your research before you've been isn't the same as doing research to go for your second trip, because it's different. But
Yeah.
we knew it was there. God, I
But-
rode it about 7 times.
Well,
the
let's
first
face
time
it.
round.
As Hunter says, you're spending thousands of dollars or pounds going over there. You need to have some planning with this park to get the value for money. You can't go to Orlando without any plan. Like like Brits go to Spain. You can't just wake up in the morning and go, "Oh, what should we do today?" I mean,
We're going to Spain.
it doesn't have to be military precision, although it is in our house. But you do need to have a daily plan. I mean, you've got to be flexible when you've got kids, but you need to know at least where you're going each day. Do that bit of research into which parks are best on which days, and which shows are on. Going back to Disney, like
what days extra magic hours? And
yeah,
that
and
sort
stuff
of
like
thing.
that.
But
Whether you want to avoid it or take advantage.
Hunter's totally right. You went out if you went out in your normal life and spent the amount of money. Let's be honest, right, Tracy? We've looked. It's going to cost us about £10,000 the next time we go on holiday. If you went out and spent that in your everyday life on, I don't know, whatever, a car. Say you were going to buy a new car, like Hunter said, you would go out and you would research it and you would go
Yeah.
and test drive and you would find as much information about that car as you could before you parted with your money.
So, I mean, our first vacation there was a test drive.
That's right, though, isn't it? Yeah. But it's
I like-
right. You're
yeah.
absolutely
I like
right.
the idea of leaving the shady car salesman. Don't push her too fast.
No, we pushed her hard first time round.
That second
sure
and
you
third.
did.
And third and next time, yeah.
Oh
Anyway.
yeah, hit the ground running.
I
That's
have
my advice.
Andrew style while in the parks.
Oh. Right, so, yeah, that'll bring us to the end of that one. That was,
Yeah.
I quite enjoyed that. It was,
Let us know what you think, and if you would change anything, any better tips you have.
yeah, definitely. And
Yeah.
maybe we can compile the unofficial Universal Orlando top 5
Yes.
Wizarding World tips.
Sounds like a plan.
So, yeah, listen at the end of the show and you'll find out the ways you can let us know your bits and bobs. So, yeah, thanks for that, Tracy. It was really good. Okay, so that brings us to the end of another jam-packed show. But before we give you the ways to keep in touch and get in touch with the show, we have some emails.
We do. The first one goes like this. Hello, unofficial Universal podcast.
Hello.
An incredible job you guys did with your interview with Jim Hill. I could have gone on for ages listening to the man's stories and your conversation about the Harry Potter expansion. A shout out to Hunter, who asked a great question. I always wondered about Six Flags and the Warner Brothers Looney Tunes and DC properties, especially with the rumours going on about Marvel Island replacement, but I'll leave that for another time. I wanted to suggest another topic, which is, what would you do if? This is inspired by another park you know as Epcot. Well, as many Disney fans know, Epcot used to have 2 pavilions called The Wonders of Life and Millennium Village that are no longer used unless it's for corporate events or the Food and Wine Festival. Well, this got me thinking. Over at Universal Studios side of the park there are two buildings that haven't been used, Soundstage 54 and the old Hard Rock Cafe. Back in the 90s, Soundstage 54 was home to the Murder Show Theatre, later replaced by Hercules and Zeta Show and a prop show. By the 2000s, both parts of the soundstage had closed and were no longer in use. By the time Shrek came to be an attraction at Universal, part of Stage 54 was redone and to the now known as Donkey's Photo Finish. Still, most of the building has never been used since its closure in 2000, and Universal rough finances through economy kept the building unused. The building has been used as storage and as a haunted house maze for Halloween Horror Nights, but when a hurricane hit Orlando a few years ago, the building has been left abandoned, which many say is due to the hurricane damage, which left it unfit for attractions. So, cut to today. With the recent report on how well Harry Potter has done for Universal and the grand big lift in attendance, Universal seem to have the money to make changes and finance more projects in the park. So here's a segment of What Would You Do with Soundstage 54? Would you refit the building for a new attraction, tear it down, bring it back to its former glory with the same show theatre format? I hope the suggestion will help and be fun. Hopefully the next building that could fit this criteria is the old Hard Rock Cafe building. This building has been rumoured for demolition, but it has an open invite for movie production to do the work for them. Much of the history of the old Hard Rock Cafe is a neglect one. A building abandoned and just taking up space. Again, when the hurricane hit the building, it became unusable, so there it stands. Hopefully this is one area that could be used for expansion by taking it out. As for your question about how Universal Studios parking was like back in the early 90s, well, it was an open parking lot much like the Orlando Disney parks, as well as SeaWorld. How you got to the entrance was using, ironically enough, a Hollywood tram system, much like the Universal Hollywood Tram Tour. Well, stay safe and hope things calm down over there. Hope your friend Craig is safe and the rest of the UK. Thank you.
Right. That was from Paul, I do believe.
Jam-packed email.
Yes.
It was. Yeah, that was from Paul. Paul's emailed a few times, the one that sent us the email about the Wondersea Adventure, for the water park.
Always good
which
emails.
We shall get onto shortly. But yeah, good. We won't do a topic about it, but I think we can discuss here. Hunter, now you sent me a link a few weeks ago about the old abandoned Hard Rock Cafe building, didn't you? Funnily enough, on a UK Disney blog. Do you remember the said link that you sent me?
I do. Because I believe the article mentioned that was going to be possibly turned into a year-round haunted maze sort of attraction.
I'd heard they were going to use it for Halloween Horror Nights as well.
See, that was part of it, but I'm sure I also read a rumor somewhere that they were considering making it, because Universal Studios Hollywood has Universal's, I believe it's the House of Horrors,
right,
which is a year-long, it's open year-round, and it's a haunted maze type attraction themed to the famous Universal, movie monsters.
Right.
Oh, I'd be up for that.
So some people thought...
we've got something similar over here at Thorpe Park. There's a Saw Live, it's called, themed on the Saw films, obviously, and that's a year-round haunted maze, but I think you have to pay extra to get in there.
We'll see, for the one at Universal Studios Hollywood you don't, but that's just the rumor that I've heard about that building.
Yeah, but I also did hear what Paul said there about movie companies being offered the chance to come in and film there and use it for demolition to basically do the work for them. I have heard that rumour myself.
It's in a weird area though, because that's right behind Woody Woodpecker's kid zone, correct?
Yeah, that's what I...
Yeah.
So, they would have to fit that into the theming somehow, wouldn't they?
Unless there's another way to it, not necessarily...
Demolish the kid zone?
I've never been in, so I can't comment on that.
No. I'm sure there's another way.
Yeah, you have. E.T.?
That's it,
yeah, but we haven't been further
never
back
been
than that.
past the front.
Oh, you haven't done the Curious George water park before?
No, we didn't.
I've been back there since 2005, but...
I didn't discover Curious George until later.
So, right, stage 54. Any ideas, anyone?
I'd like a decent dark ride. Well, another decent dark ride.
Yeah.
Lots of rumours been going around. Lord of the Rings has been mentioned, hasn't it?
That would be amazing.
It has been mentioned, though. Who mentioned it to us? Didn't Jim Hill? Jim Hill mentioned that they've been...
Did he?
Yes, but
Peter
wouldn't that be
Jackson.
more for islands?
Say that again, sorry.
Wouldn't that be more for islands? Or do you think...
Movie-based theme park? Not necessarily. I think it would fit just as well in there.
Just
Well,
you know.
I would like to see something. I'm sure a lot of the Lord of the Rings fans would agree with me. If they did Lord of the Rings, they would want something equal to, if not larger, than the Wizarding World.
Yeah, I think you're right. It probably would deserve its own area. They do like the Shire and yeah, you're right.
Modern.
So I just know Lord of the Rings has a massive fan base.
Well, especially it's gonna get another shot.
Even larger with The Hobbit.
That's it. It's gonna get a shot in the arm because that's coming out soon.
So yeah, I really think they would want something on the caliber of the Wizarding World.
Yeah, you're possibly right there.
And even I respect the series. I'm not in depth about it. But if they did something like that, that would definitely be quite a draw to back into the studios.
No, I think you're wrong.
What about?
I think it should be a dark ride, and it's the copper mines from the Goonies. Sorry.
I think that should be part of the water park, remember?
Well, we'll get to the water park in a minute.
I'm just pro Goonies.
Lee's one for you then.
Goonies.
Avatar. There's plenty
Avatar.
of rumours that it's coming.
But that's supposed to be retaking over T2.
I would leave T2. I like T2, and I think it still has a place in the park.
But think about it, both for James Cameron.
Yeah.
And the only problem is, unless they're going to find some 8-foot people and paint them blue every day, I'm not sure how well the Avatar attraction would work.
It doesn't need to be live people. You put audio animatronics in. Don't necessarily
Well, it's
need
not
to
the
be.
same.
Or only let very short people
You
in.
don't necessarily need to be full-size characters.
Put hobbits in there the entire time.
If you only
You've
let...
got to 4 foot or shorter to see this show.
Exactly,
Yeah,
it
can
makes
you not-
everybody... Yeah.
Can you not use force perspective? Can you do that on
Force pers-
people?
I don't know. Tracy's the artsy one.
Can you do force perspective on people?
Possibly if you have them stood on a hill, very far away.
I know, it's a difficult one, isn't it? I'll tell you what, I think we might... we weren't going to do this as a segment and just discuss it
No,
now.
I
I
think it
think we
could
might
be.
keep hold of this for the time
Yeah,
being,
let's have a
Paul,
think about it.
and we'll maybe give it a few shows and then revisit this and see what we can
I
come up.
really like this idea.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of like, here's your box, play in it.
Yeah, I think we'll leave that. I think we'll take what we said now, and I think we'll put it aside, and we'll revisit this. Because certainly get us talking, especially if we've sat and done a bit of research. Yeah, we'll hold on to that.
Yeah.
Right, so Hunter, would you like to read the next email?
Welcome to the hoppity world of Lord of the Rings.
Is that Hobbity or...
Hobbity.
Hobbity.
Hobbity, yeah.
Hobbit, yeah. Anyway,
It's hard to say.
would you like to read the next one, Hunter?
Okay, so our next email comes from Brian.
It was emailed us a few times before
Yes,
as well.
hello, Brian.
Okay, so on your last podcast, you asked whether or not the parking garages were part of the original park when it was just Universal Studios Florida. I can tell you that they were not. The original parking lots were actually where the Hard Rock Hotel and Portofino Bay Hotel, as well as the garage closest to the Hard Rock Hotel, now stand. The main entrance to the park was off Kirkman Road, where Major Boulevard now comes into the park. I remember as if it was yesterday, as I had my high school grad night there in the early 90s. This was when they still had the stainless steel Universal globe out front. So now that I've revealed my age, here's something you may not be aware of. Did you know that the original Hard Rock building is still standing? Get a satellite view of the park and look behind the Hard Rock Hotel. It's close to the Woody Woodpecker's Kids Zone. It's the building that's sitting on the remains of an electric guitar. It was designed to look like a restaurant sitting on a giant electric guitar when it was seen from the air. The neck of the guitar was demolished when the Hard Rock Hotel was built, so the only thing that's left of the original Hard Rock restaurant is the body of the guitar and the actual restaurant. I look forward to listening to your next podcast. Sincerely, Brian.
Cool, that's funny that we've
Deja
just
vu.
mentioned stuff that we've just
Yeah.
been talking about. It's good, no,
Yeah.
but that's good for it to be that somebody else has come in with the same. So yeah, you know, obviously this is replied to what we were discussing about the parking
Yeah.
lots from our podcast before. But it's interesting.
So yes, being a guitarist myself, I was quite pleased to learn about this gigantic guitar that the restaurant was supposedly set upon. So that's quite an interesting, that's quite a neat little fact.
It is really.
even if it could only be seen from the air.
Yeah, it's interesting. The Hard Rock Hotel's out where it is.
What, on the main strip?
That weird bit, why it got moved.
It's probably a more prime location.
But then why just leave the building where it is?
Because it costs to demolish things.
It does.
Strange. Right, so Tracy, would you like to read our last email?
I will. Hi guys. Found your show by seeing your frequent updates on Universal's Facebook page. As a person,
Yay!
Yeah,
As a person who's worked off and on at the parks for 15 years, I love all discussions about my adopted home. I was listening to your most recent episode, and I think there's a lot of confusion over Universal's relationship with Wet n Wild. As far as I'm aware, Universal owns Wet n Wild. It was purchased several years ago when their parent company was going through bankruptcy. Then, only wanted the Orlando park, they sold off the other parks of the chain while retaining the licensing rights to the Wet n Wild name. That's likely what some of your previous writers were speaking of. I believe Universal is attempting to strengthen their relationship with Wet n Wild, as you now actually see them promoted on universalorlando.com website. Previously they were treated completely separately. Having worked in the parks in the late 90s, I often visited the Old Islands of Adventure Preview Centre that had been located next to Confrontation. In there they had a mock-up of how they had planned that resort at the time. The vacant land that you spoke of previously was going to be both a water park and a golf course to go with an additional hotel. It's currently used as storage. You'll often see the ferry boats from City Walk sitting there when not being used. There's an overflow employee car park. And finally, in answer to the park and garage question, you are correct. The garage was completed in 1998, several years after Universal Studios Florida opened. People who visited after the garages opened probably remember the endless sidewalk, as there was a small sidewalk that led all the way from the garages to the front gates of the studios, having to go around the under-construction City Walk, so people who complain about the walk now are fortunate they didn't visit then. Prior to the garages opening, we just had a regular parking lot which formed an L around the studios, going along the side of the park where the Nick Studios and sound stages sit in one direction, then over to where the old Hard Rock Cafe sits in the other. Good luck with the podcast. Justin.
Right, that...
Wow. We have gotten so many responses on that garages question.
It's hard to imagine Universal without, like, as it is now, with just a big parking lot at the front of it, as he said there, with like an L, and without City Walk, it's hard to imagine.
I know.
It's hard to... I think it's because of the lagoon. The lagoon has just become such a major part of, that area for me. I can't really imagine that being just flat asphalt.
I mean, so many people complain about the walk from the car parks up to the... But for me, it heightens that anticipation.
It's part of the fun.
It's like getting...
And we got moving sidewalks now.
Yeah, it's like getting the ferry boat over to the Magic Kingdom from the transportation and ticket centre.
Difference is you're not moving.
On what?
You're not actually putting in the physical effort yourself.
No. But I don't mind it. But going back onto what he said originally, the Wet n Wild thing's very interesting.
I think he's the first one that I've actually heard that from.
Yeah.
Yeah, same here.
And he said he's been working at the parks on and off for 15 years, so I would take it he knows what he's talking about.
He's talking about before Islands opened. And before City Walk. Like, I've never seen the park without City Walk, so...
But yeah, it's interesting. It makes sense that he said, it's now that they're looking like they're trying to strengthen the relationship with Wet n Wild by the fact that they're actually promoting them on the website. Now, if they were looking at cutting ties with them, they wouldn't be advertising.
No, there'd be no active promotion.
So that's quite interesting. I must admit, that would be cool. The Islands of Adventure preview. So it's like a blue sky thing that Disney do, isn't it? To be able to go in and see what that obviously would have had like a full scale model.
That said, just like Jim Hill said during our interview, all this stuff can be planned and everything's fine and honky-dory until they slide how much it's going to cost across the table.
It would be cool to see the model. I wonder if they'd actually had I wonder how far it got into the whole Tooniversal thing. I wonder if they had the mock-up models there for it before they then changed their mind and went with what it is now. Because that would be cool to see.
Yeah, we'll see. like you said about Disney having the blue sky, when on California Adventure, which, as we know, is in Anaheim across from the original Disneyland park, they actually have this sort of wine cellar in the park, which is the blue sky section, and there they actually display the models and the concept art. I kind of wish Universal would do something like that.
It would have been cool for them to do something like that with the Wizarding World.
Yeah.
I think they would have got a lot of people through it.
It would have heightened anticipation even more if that's possible.
Yeah.
So it would really drive some people in.
I think so.
Yeah.
So right, thanks for that, Paul, Brian and Justin. But before we give you the ways you can keep in touch, or, as I said before, get in touch with the show, we shall announce the winner of our raffle ticket Facebook competition, which was done earlier.
So not too long ago. Should I just say a week ago?
You can say a week ago.
Yeah, a week ago, we drew a name out of all of our Facebook likes to win the raffle ticket.
And the winner is... Number 66, Diana Morak.
Way.
Woo! Yay! Congratulations. As we said when we set the contest, the raffle draw will be made on September the 17th. You can see the ticket number in the photo of the ticket on our Facebook page if you want to keep an eye on the raffle yourself.
What we want you to do, Diana, is send us an email as soon as you've heard this. We'll give you, 5 days? If we haven't heard, we will draw again and give someone else a chance to win it. So, not being awkward or anything, we just want to know that you've got it, so it's not like a bum ticket, as it were.
Yeah, we're not going to make you download the show the first hour it comes out, and if you don't respond within a couple of hours, deny your win. So can we hurry up and lie to Sean?
You're a funny boy. So, we'd like to thank Sean for coming on to do his trip report.
Thank you for being honest, Lee. So we'd also like to thank Paul, Brian, and Justin for their emails. Thank you so much for answering the question I had about what used to be there before City Walk was put there.
And that's going to do it for another show. So our next show will be out on the 16th of September. So Tracy, thanks for spending your precious time with us.
My pleasure, boys.
Hunter, thank you for joining us from the good old US of A.
Yeah, it's a pleasure.
So, it's see you from me.
Toodaloo.
I got nothing good to say here.
And remember, live the adventure.
That does it for another unofficial Universal Orlando podcast. Between shows, we'd love for you to get in touch. So email us with your spews, funny schmitz, comments, questions, and news to podcast@uuopodcast.com. Keep up with what's going on every day by following us on Twitter at UUOPodcast, like our Facebook page at facebook.com/UUOPodcast, follow us on Instagram and Pinterest at UUOPodcast, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/UUOPodcast, and don't miss a show by subscribing to us on iTunes, and please leave us a review. Not an Apple user? Then head over to uuopodcast.libsyn.com and subscribe to the feed while you're there. You can also find us on Stitcher Radio and at micepod.com. Come find us on our partner site, micechat.com, join the forums, and say hello. So thanks for listening, and remember, be adventurous.
This has been a micepod.com presentation.
Mice Chat.